There is only one planet Earth, which we all call home, so it makes sense that we need to look after it. With COP26 just under a month away, we thought it might be good to note the world's most polluted countries who can do better, and the least polluted countries who shine a light on what can be possible when you put your mind to it. Let's take a look at the top 15 most cleanest countries in the world. 15. Belgium, 73.3. Belgium is a highly urbanized country, with more than 98% of its population being urbanized. Considering that, it is impressive that Belgium has maintained a biodiversity score of 87.4. It would appear that the air quality in Belgium is primarily affected by the emissions from vehicles, the automotive industry, and from food processing. Household activities such as using solid fuel or wooden stoves and chemicals used in agriculture can also affect air quality. 14. Spain, 74.3. Spain has an overall EPI of 74.3. The biodiversity score of Spain is 87.6. It has also done well in the sanitation category. Its drinking water score is 94.6 and wastewater treatment score is 91.5. The Guardian reports that Spain is shooting to go fully renewable and thus become carbon neutral by as soon as 2050. This will take some work, as it means seriously upping Spain's wind and solar capacity on a yearly basis, plus banning new licenses for fossil fuels and fracking. But Spain is definitely investing the necessary funds to make it happen. 13. Australia, 74.9. Australia's population is nearly 25 million. 86.24% of their population is urbanized. Despite that, it has scored 83.7 in the biodiversity category. It also has a high score in the health category. Australia still needs to work on its sanitation and waste management systems. It scored 92.7 in the wastewater treatment category and 81 in the drinking water category. 12. Japan, 75.1. Japan is the world's 12th cleanest country with an EPI of 75.1. It got a high score in the health category, which is 90.3. Their sanitation system is also rated highly. Japan's biodiversity score is 76.6. 11. Netherlands, 75.3. The Netherlands has a high score of 91 in the health category. The country also performed impressively in the sanitation and drinking water category. Its solid waste management system is also exemplary and has scored 100. 10. Germany, 77.2. Germany has a high biodiversity score of 88.8. It also did well in the solid waste management category and wastewater treatment category. Germany's sanitation system got a perfect score. Germany also has clean drinking water available for its citizens. It leaped 2 notches higher this year thanks to its renewable energy revolution. The country has seen an increase in its environmental friendliness through 10 green initiatives. Being the most technologically advanced, Germany received a perfect score for sanitation and ranked 4th for biodiversity. To date, the country has a population of 82.93 million. 3 words describe a tourist's experience while in Germany: history, culture, and natural beauty. The European country is home to some of the world's old cathedrals and original medieval old towns. Germany still celebrates centuries-old traditions such as Christmas markets, festivals, and fairs today. The country's capital, Berlin, is its cultural heart, full of grand museums and galleries to visit. Nature lovers will appreciate Germany's great outdoors. 9. Norway, 77.7. Norway is the 9th cleanest country in the world with an EPI of 77.7. It is one of the countries with the cleanest air. It scored highly, 98.5 in the health category as well. Norway's biodiversity score is 71.5. As one of the world's most booming nations, Norway also has a rich culture and heritage that attracts millions of tourists. The land of the midnight sun boasts historical museums, captivating scenery, deep fjords, snow-capped mountains, and breathtaking northern lights. You'll find the coolest tourist destinations to visit in Europe for exhilarating adventures in Norway. These include Sonefjord, Pulpit Rock, Preikstelen, Tromsø, Lofoten Islands, Briggen Hanseatic Wharf in Bergen, etc. Also, you can check out the magnificent Fjord Norway network, a chart topper in the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The Geiranger Fjord region, found in the north of Ålesund, is one of the most renowned natural attractions in Norway. 8. Sweden, 78.7. Sweden also has very clean air. It scored highly in the sanitation and drinking water category. Its waste management score is 99.8 and its wastewater treatment score is a perfect 100. Sweden's biodiversity is rated 72.5. It is one of the most beautiful places on Earth you might get to visit one day. Sweden boasts of its garbage-free streets, minimal air pollution, and sanitary facilities wherever part of the country your feet will lead you to. It is even dubbed as a traveler's paradise simply because of its rich history and diverse landscapes. If you are into outdoor adventure, Sweden is the go-to place. Tourists can explore a slew of Sweden's best attractions. These include the opulent Royal Palace, Skansen, the Vasa Museum, Gamla stan, and the world-famous Ice Hotel. Sweden's capital Stockholm is called the Venice of the North. It is an epic city built around water covering 14 islands and over 50 bridges on an extensive Baltic Sea archipelago. 7. Finland, 78.9. Finland has the cleanest air you can breathe. Its air quality is rated 98.8. It also has perfect sanitation and drinking water scores. Its biodiversity is not as impressive though. Finland scored 75.5 in the biodiversity category. Additionally, the country's high level of cleanliness has contributed to its thriving tourism. Business Finland reported that Finland has marked a new record in tourism. It saw growth in the number of international tourists, attracting 6.6 million in 2019. Finland is a new destination. We still have plenty of potential for growth, said Pablo Verkunen from the Visit Finland unit. Furthermore, Finland is dubbed the land of the midnight sun. The country is most famous for its enchanting northern lights. Many tourists consider this phenomenal attraction the icing on the cake. 6. Austria, 79.6. Austria has a population of 8.85 million and an urbanization of 58.75%. Its urban population is much lower than its peers. It does give Austria an advantage when it comes to environmental protection. Austria has a score of 100 in sanitation. In the biodiversity category, it scored 85.5. 5. France, 80. France did particularly well in the health category. It scored 91.5, which is quite high. It also has a perfect sanitation system. Its biodiversity score is 88.3. It had a perfect score in the Global Terrestrial Biome category, National Terrestrial Biome category, Species Protection Index category, and Marine Protected Area category. France is a go-to destination for travelers who love walking or hiking. France is not just one of the cleanest nations, but is also the #1 tourist destination in the world. Based on data gathered by the UN World Tourism Organization, it ranks first in the World Tourism Ranking. More than 83 million foreign residents visit France each year. The world's most visited country has a total of 37 World Heritage Sites. It has a lovely climate too. France is also known to have superb beaches, historic castles and museums, and grandiose gardens and parks. 4. United Kingdom, 81.3. The UK is the 4th cleanest country in the world. It did particularly well in drinking water and sanitation with a perfect EPI score of 100. Its wastewater treatment system is also nearly perfect with an EPI score of 98.5. UK also had high waste management and biodiversity scores. It scored perfect API for marine protected areas and species protection index. The country's majestic landscape is mostly defined by steep mountains and low valleys. It is also known as the 6th most visited country in the world. There are infinite possibilities of things to see and do when you are in the UK. It has 28 World Heritage Sites that date back to the medieval period. These include Bath, Canterbury, and Chester. The 3,000-year-old Stonehenge that stands on Salisbury Plain is more ancient than Egypt's Great Pyramids. 3. Switzerland, 81.5. Switzerland was able to score the third highest EPI because of its excellent water sanitation and restoration. Switzerland is also leading in waste recycling. Its goal is to achieve 100% renewable energy and 50% restoration of land and ocean by 2050. Switzerland is also known for its elaborate landscape and is one of the best tourist dreamlands too. This cleanest place on Earth has more than 1,500 lakes, and each is less than 10 miles away from another lake. 2. Luxembourg, 82.3. Luxembourg has the second highest EPI score of 82.3. In recent years, the population of Luxembourg has seen an increase along with its GDP, but the country has still managed to continue environmentally sustainable behavior. Luxembourg has plenty of greeneries as the country is mostly rural, with less than 600,000 people living there. In terms of its tourism, the vibrant Luxembourg city features the main points of interest and top tourist attractions in Luxembourg. UNESCO has also declared the city's old quarter as a World Heritage Site. 1. Denmark, 82.5. Denmark is the most environmentally friendly country in the world, and it has achieved that with many sensible environmental policies. These policies focus on the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. Denmark also has impressive biodiversity, and its citizens are environmentally conscious. Also, Denmark is a top-rated tourist destination for travelers. You will find Europe's oldest functioning tower and observatory, Rundetårn, here. Other best spots include the Tivoli Gardens, the second oldest amusement park in the world. Do let us know in the comments if you have visited any of these countries. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thanks for watching.